Hello, my Aquarians. How are you? Don't think that I forgot about these last two signs. I'm getting there. So today is Aquarius. So it's interesting. A lot of people think that Aquarius, because it sounds like water, aqua, means that they are a water sign. But in fact, Aquarians are air signs. So this is the Aquarius. And they're an air sign because they are the bearers of water, right? So they move the water, they carry the water, but they are not water. So our air signs, Aquarians here, this is what we've got. So in these beautiful pieces that are going to resonate with you based on your ruling planet, we have sea sediment jasper, sunstone, amazonite, clear quartz, smoky quartz, and obsidian. I'll do that over here for you too. Sea sediment, jasper, sunstone, amazonite, clear quartz, smoky quartz, and obsidian. I'm like, that's what's in there, right? All right. So you Aquarians, your ruling planet is Uranus. And I just love these colors. They're just so beautiful. And you guys are one of the fixed signs. You are stabilizers. So remember that the stabilizers are the ones who show up and they are persistent, they have strength, focus, they're loyal, and they are continuously creating. So the leaders, the cardinals, are going to start it and get it moving. And then the stabilizers are the ones who are going to continuously keep that moving, right? They are going to maintain and develop what the cardinal signs began. Now, Aquarius, the way that they do this in their unique way is that they stabilize through ideas and innovation. So they are, loyal to their vision. So Aquarians, they have their ideas, their innovations, and they are loyal to the things and the signs and the signals that are coming through to them. They are wonderful channelers of those ideas and innovations. Let's see here. So you are an air sign, you are fixed. Some of the other traits that Aquarians have. You are very innovative, very intellectual, very independent. You are also humanitarian. So and also a little bit quirky. So when you are a visionary and you are the ones who have these big ideas and something that's out of the ordinary, it can be a little quirky and sometimes unconventional, and people can have a hard time kind of understanding or figuring out Aquarians. I have a lot of Aquarians in my life, and I'm always kind of like, you're hard to read. And they're like, I know, which is beautiful. So when your sun sign is in Aquarius, or when Aquarius is in your sun, which is how you show up in the world, your identity is very individual and future oriented thinking. So you are always thinking about what is the big picture, what is next, and not just for you, but for humanity as a whole, for the collective. You are thinking about what's next. Again, we're in the age of Aquarius, right? We just moved into this. Aquarians can often feel called to serve the collective, like I was saying. And also, when they're thinking about the collective and thinking about what's best for everybody, they're here to shake up those outdated systems. They're here to say, okay, I see what's been created. I see what the status quo has been, and it's not working anymore. They're the ones who come in with those innovative ideas, though, to help us see past what we're missing or see what we can't see, what's right in front of our faces sometimes. When Aquarius shows up as your moon sign, your internal, your emotional world, you can be very objective and unique in the way that you feel your emotions. So there isn't going to be a lot of flowy, airy movie, even though they're an air sign, but it's not, I shouldn't say airy. It's not going to be very watery, very emotional. It's very objective and very clear, right? You may process feelings more intellectually and value that emotional independence. So you're not necessarily going to want to have somebody helping you through it. You're going to figure it out. You're like, I got this. And they might struggle with feeling those emotions because they want to intellectualize them. Or if they're around somebody who is feeling big emotions, it can be uncomfortable. And that's not everybody, because remember, this is just a nuance. This is just part of the chart. Now, when Aquarius shows up as your rising sign, so this is the seat of your soul, this is your essence, this is how you move through the world, right? You come across as very original, very insightful, forward-thinking, very intriguing, and you draw others in with your unique ideas. So people love your ideas. I have a coach who is an Aquarian, and I love that because she has the best ideas. And so we look for those people who have those unique ideas, those different perspectives that we might not have thought of in ourselves. And so when you have Aquarius as your rising sign, this is something that you can offer to the collective. Now, when we talk about the ruling planet, these were really, the stones and crystals in here are for Uranus, right? So this is more of a modern aspect because Uranus is more of the modern astrological planet. Traditionally, it was Saturn, so we do have a little bit of that obsidian here to represent that Saturn energy. But Uranus is really what brings the Aquarians their rebellious and visionary energy. It supports breakthroughs, originality, and intuitive genius that we find in these Aquarians. So this is the planet of awakening, of freedom, disruption, and sudden change. So if you are looking for change in your life, this actually would be a really good bracelet to embrace and wear, is the planet Uranus in alignment with Aquarius, because we're in the age of Aquarius. So it'd be a great one for everyone, really. When we talk a little bit traditionally about Saturn being influencing in there, that's going to add more of that structure and responsibility to the Aquarius's revolutionary ideas. When you get this big vision and this big picture, and it's hard for people to really understand or see or follow along with where you're at, it's good to have a little bit of structure in there for people who are like, I'm not quite sure. So let's go back and just show you what is in this. So once again, we have sea sediment jasper, we've got sunstone, amazonite, clear quartz, smoky quartz, and obsidian. So these are going to be, it's interesting because these are really beautiful stones and crystals of grounding, of change, of happiness, of joy, of confidence. And that obsidian is really stabilizing for all of it. So thanks so much for being here. We're almost there. Tomorrow is Pisces. I put a picture in the Moxie Life app of the collection of the bracelets as a whole, and a Pisces texted me today and she was like, look what I found. So if you want your little Easter egg of what your bracelet looks like, it's in the app. But we will be launching it tomorrow and seeing you tomorrow, talking all about our beautiful Pisces. Thank you, Aquarians, for being here. Thank you for your unique perspective and visionary ideas that you bring to the world. We appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.